Week 6 of the college football season, and our EA Sports college football coverage continues with what ought to be a great one. It's the UCLA Bruins and the Oregon Ducks. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
I caught up with the Ducks head coach before the game. He is taking a 1-0 approach. Even though this team is on a 5-game winning streak and they have an unranked opponent coming into town today, he said all we have to do is keep going 1-0 all year long. If we keep a week-by-week focus, we'll look up and be in the college football playoff. That was his message to the team before this game. Guys?
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. The Ducks will kick off first, and here we go. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Running inside. It's Knight. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. Guys, let's take a minute here and think about UCLA. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top two teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these two teams to be as good as they are, and now we get to find out who's the best in conference. Both these teams relishing this opportunity to show not only their opponent, but the rest of the conference who the top dog is.
Delayed handoff. It's Knight. Smashes him with the stiff arm. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
And the Bruins will snap it on 1st and 10. Here's Iamaleava to throw. Fires to the tight end. Got room at the 35. He's loose. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
The Bruins line it up with a 1st and goal. The corners are walked up tight. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it.
Great play by the cornerback. In this offense, they're just trying to get this receiver the ball quickly to see if he can make something happen. But that cornerback was draped all over him. Nice job.
These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. Quarterback running on the draw. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Bruins!
And you knew his legs were a weapon, and he shows it to you right there, running it into the end zone. And this offense, man, they are a good offense, and they are in a good rhythm early in this football game. We talked about the quarterback. We talked about his speed. He can make these type of plays, and on the first drive, Palmer, the defense didn't have any answers. They better find something.
Yeah, it's going to be hard to find them, too, just because of that athleticism and just how he can attack defenses with his arm, with his feet, the different playmakers surrounding him as well. There's a lot to get prepared for in a week when you're playing against this offense, and I just think they saw everything there on that opening drive. They're going to have to do some soul-searching on the sidelines early.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. trying the left side. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk after the 30-yard line.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Right back to the well. Finds his way for 3 after the 33.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
This is an interesting decision now for the head coach. You're trailing very early in the game, and there's a lot of football left. But you're in a situation.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Gets the back moving. He's finding some room. And just dusted the field. You know they love their track in Oregon, and when the gun goes off and he hits open field, he is headed to the tape, and he was burning by the time he hit the end zone.
And they've had guys year after year with serious track speed. They'll get to the small runs, lull you to sleep, and then boom, they make those big plays because they got big-time playmakers with speed at running back.
He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Bruins offense makes its way onto the field, hoping to get things going here. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Throwing, Iamaleava. Under fire. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to pass. It's Iamaleava. He's going for a big play downfield. Oh, and it's picked off. Threw it right into the teeth of double coverage. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Are you kidding me? Lucky number 7. He's got 7 interceptions on the season, consistently around the ball. High IQ, breaks on the football great. This guy just makes play after play after play.
Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. More play action. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Fires to the big fella. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turf.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
The Ducks can really attack on this 2nd and short. The hand to the running back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
They'll snap it from the 28 in field goal range, but it's 3rd and short. From the gun on 3rd down, Dante Moore. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
guys after the field goal. Now they have the lead.
You've got to make the opponent pay for turning the football over. And while this team would have liked to have scored a touchdown off that pick, I think they're pretty happy getting the field goal.
From inside the 15, here comes the return. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Iamaleava. That's caught. It's Knight. Oh, he's got some space. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Man, how nice is it to have such a playmaker that you can just dump it off to him, and you just get it to him, and he does the rest, and that's why they do this. They make sure they have a chart that they get this guy the football in space in different ways, and you see why. He chews it up after the catch, making his quarterback look great.
He'll work his way down to the 28.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making him run to guys, and get him on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. First play of the period, first down here. Here's Iamaleava to throw. Grabbed in the middle. It's Grove. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on third down here or not. Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And this defense forces another fumble. And Johnny on the spot. He had one last week. He's got one this week. He just has a nose for finding the football.
The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Quarterback may change this route. Moore. Catch in the middle, it's Bear. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
Now, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
And the Ducks lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. Trying to pick it up on the ground. He breaks a tackle. He'll make a play on third down. He's got it up for the first as they mark it at the 32.
I think to be a good third down offense, guys, you've got to be able to run the football. You're going to come upon these third and short situations multiple times throughout the course of the year, but you've got to be able to get push up front, and it helps when you have a talent like that to turn around and hand the football off to.
Quick spin on the run. Shakes off the defender. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
The run inside. It's Davison. 7-yard pickup on that one. Is now 2nd and 3.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Using his feet, and they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Let's see if the defense comes after them. 3rd and short from the 45. They'll send the back in motion. In the gun on 3rd down. Moore. Just a short pass to the tight end. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop. Caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. That was beautiful.
Dante Moore. Moving out to the right. Slings it downfield. Makes a connection. The Ducks getting set on 1st and 10. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Gives it on the option. Spins away from the defense. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
You know what? Everybody gets energized on the whole football team when you got running backs that fight for extra yards and breaks tackles. It's awesome to watch. Everybody literally gets a little jolt of energy because that guy continues to fight for everything he gets.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They give it to him again. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule and it makes those 3rd downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. They'll try to run for it. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The Bruins call timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. The lead now 6 here in the 2nd.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy. And
he takes this from inside the 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Throwing, Imaliava. Time to take a shot. Makes a grab on the shot. All the way across the 50, into plus territory, and finally stopped at the 43.
That was a really nice throw down the field. This is a quarterback who prides himself on his downfield accuracy, and that's a play they desperately needed here. Not a lot of time left at the end of the first half, but that big completion now puts them in range to score some points here at the end of the half.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Finds his man. It's Knight. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing him the football, and he's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
Again, it's Imaliava. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
Just got to finish the play for the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drop.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Imaliava throws to the wideout. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions. You've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
Imaliava to the air again. On target over the middle. Touchdown, Bruins! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And I just love the offense managing the clock in that situation, David. There was absolutely no panic. Calm, cool, and collected all the way down the field, scoring the touchdown, and now giving themselves an opportunity to take the lead here at halftime.
And the other side of that coin, Palmer, is the defense, man. Like, we got to keep them in bounds. We got to make sure we're not giving up big plays. They can throw it over the middle of the field. The clock's our friend, and they didn't execute good enough down the stretch of that drive to force a field goal.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. One more snap coming before halftime. They'll go play action with Moore. Trying to burn this defensive back. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Guys, let's get it started here. Week 6 on what's already been a revealing day here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. Let's start with Texas, taking on the number 14 team, the Oklahoma Sooners. And it's the Longhorns with a gritty victory away from home. This team prepared well all week, and they'll enjoy the fruits of their labor. They win their second straight game, and talk about doing it in style. That margin of victory is a head-turner. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Moore with the play fake. Looking to scramble. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
Well, this defense knew coming into this one they were going to have their hands full trying to slow down this athletic quarterback. That time, they had their eyes in the wrong place. Quarterback got to the perimeter on the right, and it was just too late. Big gainer for the O.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Wide receiver going in motion. Using his legs, it's Davison. Oh, and that's just like a penalty. They get in the backfield and knock him down for a loss of 5.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own, and unfortunately ended up losing yards.
They'll try to overcome that last play on 2nd and 15. Here's Moore to throw. Finds his man. It's Davison. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
It'll be 3rd and long. Moore from the gun on 3rd down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Delayed handoff. It's Knight. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
Here's Iamaleava to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Knight. Lots of running room. The 20, the 10, and he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, UCLA!
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
They'll send the tight end in motion.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the second level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
And it'll be first down for this offense after the personal foul. Got a man, it's Bear. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Short completion on first down, and here they are with 2nd and 8.
Here we go. Ready, go.
Throwing more. Zings it complete to the right. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
You see it so much in college football where they motion a running back out of the backfield. What are they looking for? Man coverage. Are you trying to cover my running back with one of your linebackers? If you are, I'm going to take advantage. I love taking advantage of the mismatch with your running back out in space. Keep doing that.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. On the gun, on 3rd down, Dante Moore. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
This is a long 4th down try, but the offense stays on the field. Quarterback making adjustments. 4th down, Moore. Throws to the tight end. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Going the other way, and he's got room. The 20. Touchdown, Bruins. The defense takes matters into its own hands. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
And the extra point splits the uprights. It's 28-13. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. In front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. On the ground, it's Davison. Runs through a tackle. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
You know, you better form tackle better on defense. You had a chance to make a big play, miss the running back, and as a result, he's getting positive yards. Defense has to do a better job of finishing.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Ducks in the hurry-up.
When this offense wants to, boy, they can go fast. After the completion and first down, right back to the line of scrimmage for more tempo.
Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Moore makes the grab. It's Johnson. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. And the Ducks are moving quickly down the field. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Davison. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. So the final period starts with a second down play.
Here we go. Ready. Black 14. Black 14.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Dante Moore. Here comes the heat. It's complete to the right. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
The Ducks come to the line needing just inches for the first down. They'll try to power their way ahead. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Yeah, and this offense, listen, we're in fortunate, right? We got to score a bunch of points here. We're down, we're trailing. We got to go fast, but we also got to get first down. That's a nice job sneaking in the run, getting the first down, and now we crank the tempo back up.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
Offenses, when they run these RPOs, they just want to be comfortable. The quarterback wants to make the read very easy, very clean. It's your job as a defense to kind of create some confusion, speed up that process any way you can.
Moore from the gun, trying to convert third down. Using his feet to buy time. He'll just throw it away, and it'll be 4th down.
And this offense stays aggressive, and they pass the football. I think you can always look back and say, 3rd and short, I'd love for you to run it, be the more physical team. But nice job sticking up and bowing their necks for this defense.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Making side adjustments here. Moore to throw for it on 4th down. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
It'll go out of bounds, and we'll see where they mark it. It's going to be right around the 35. Back, and here comes the offense. They get the ball back after the punt, and they've got to be efficient here as time is winding down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Here's more to throw. Catch in the middle. It's Stewart.
Well, if you could give a helmet sticker to this defensive coaching staff, they would get one because of the plan they've had for this guy at wide receiver. He is one of the best in the entire country with his speed and his athleticism, but they have had a plan for him. Whether it's man coverage, zone, they've been able to double him, they've been able to change up the looks, and they have not been able to get him involved in the game, and that's why they're going to win this one.
There's nothing better than being a defensive lineman in a defense period that pressure the quarterback, that gets hits on him, that make him feel uncomfortable, especially when you come into their building and you get everybody really, really quiet. That's a great feeling.
In the gun on third down. Moore dances away. He's going to run it across the 45. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. The Ducks racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man there. Don't force the football. We already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling, getting the first down. Now you got to keep it going.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Running inside, it's Davison. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. Right back to it. They stop him right there. They tried to convert with the run, and the defense was up for the challenge.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on fourth down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. Fourth down, Moore. Got his man. How about that tackle to stop him short on fourth down?
And that just about does it. That about puts this thing to bed. The offense, listen, they had to go for it, but now defense, this is the situation when you say, I'm just going to eat clock, up by several possessions, eat clock, get out of here with a W.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. The run inside, it's Knight.
And I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. Throwing, Iamaleava. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, that is one the tight end is going to want to have back. He was wide open on that play. That's one he's got to make. He's got to be able to make that catch.
The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this third down. Now Iamaleava. Finds his back in the middle. Turning it on. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here.
And it's so fitting that that completion ices the game and wins it for his team. This quarterback's looked really good all game, David. He's been in a nice rhythm. He's been making good decisions, taking care of the football, just putting the offense in good positions. Really nice to see that completion at the end win this thing.
Oh, and it's...
There he goes! Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Bruins! And the beatdown has ensued. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And he puts the cherry on the sundae. I tell you what, man, this upset does not happen without this running game. He settled everybody down, toted the rock angry, made a bunch of plays. Palmer, he made it easy for this offense to have a big day.
I think he took it personally. I think he read the clippings and listened to all the experts talk about how they could not run the ball against this physical and this imposing defense, and really played with a chip on his shoulder today. He looked like he was running angry, and no question, he's the key to their team's massive upset win.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Creates a little space. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22. The offense gets the timeout. 12 ticks left on the clock. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Throwing more. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about.